Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hold on. This is Crafting with V. If you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you. And if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. So I am still working on Hope Runs Deep. I decided to do my little coffee chat and WIP today. I do have my phone over here to look at some comments and stuff that I've gotten. I'm not going to read all of them, and there's one in particular somebody asked me not to, so I'm not going to. But anyway, I haven't gotten any emails, but I have gotten a few comments. So let's go over here and look at that real quick. I do have my coffee. It's a Starbucks brown cinnamon and sugar, and then I have French vanilla creamer in it. And I'm still working on my first cup of coffee. I try to only drink 1 cup of coffee. Sometimes it doesn't always work. And I got it over on my little warming plate over there so it stays nice and hot. Okay, let's see. I have already answered a lot of these back to y'all, so a lot of y'all have already gotten replies. Okay, Angela Mathis just said enjoyed the whip and chat. I so much enjoy doing the whip and chats. It's like sitting down and talking to your friends. I love doing whip and chats, even though I don't get to do as many as I like to. I really like my lives because I've got that interaction with everybody in those. But I really do enjoy the whip and chats. So thank you so much, Angela, for watching. Okay, and then Diamond Painting with Candace. She said she enjoyed my video, excited that you're doing it. For the tree name, I was thinking Shimmer or Sparkles. I hope January heals fast, and I hope you have a great night or day. I hope that January is feeling a lot better. I know a sprain is nothing. They can be very, very painful. I haven't had a sprain in my wrist in a long, long time, but whenever I was a child, I was constantly spraining my ankles, and it was terrible. That really hurts. So I hope she is doing a lot better as well. And then she also put another comment in. I love camping. When my husband was alive, we would go camping. I miss the fun times, and I love seeing your pictures. I do have a few more pictures that I'm going to try to get in a whip and chat here pretty soon. I was not the one that took these pictures. On the 4th of July that night, we let my daughter go over there and stay in the camper because they were waiting on Mo's dad to come down to pick him up. So they were just going to stay in the town that we live in for the night. And with all the stuff over here, I don't have any extra rooms right now. And we had the camper over there, so it was fine for them to stay in there. But she has some pictures of the geese with Mo and the train. She got quite a bit of really good pictures of him. So I'm going to share a few of those, and I do have permission to share them. But It may not be on this video because I've got to download them and get them to my computer and all that. And Lazy Retired Granny said, looking forward to your live. I'm so excited to see what you share on your channel. I really enjoy the chat comments and pictures friends send me. Hope you get some camping time in. I didn't get nearly as much camping time in as I wanted to. I wish I could have a lot more, but that's okay. Hopefully here pretty soon. I'll at least go and take a night to myself. Especially if my son's going to be working more, I might go up there and go camping on a Tuesday and be back on a Wednesday so that I can actually get some camping time in. But yeah, I can't wait to see once I start getting some emails and stuff with pictures. So far, I don't have any, but I have faith that I will get some. Okay. I just thought about it and second guessing myself, and I was like, did I even hit record? That would be me just sitting here talking to myself and not even hitting the button to record anything. Okay. Benji Young said she's replaying, so she's watching the replay. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. And then January. She said, so sorry I missed your live on Saturday. I still enjoy your chats, but can't comment much since typing is quite difficult with a brace on my wrist and pinky finger. So sad. This was such a wonderful chat, and the videos you showed are fun. Love the comment and will enjoy more when you have time. Hugs, my friend. Yeah, I really love going camping, and I used to really love to go hiking. Unfortunately, I'm not in quite the shape that I used to be, so hiking is a little more difficult for me now. I'm hoping to get back in shape a little bit better and start going on at least smaller hikes. And I will be sure to take all of y'all with me whenever I do. But that will be something that will be coming along soon, I hope. Okay, and then somebody, Alice Pearl Jam, commented on one of my short videos with Stardust, and she just said, fitting is sitting. In that video, I remember doing that short, Stardust gets into all sorts of places to sleep, places that you don't even think that she would fit in. And then I have a sticker somewhere, and I don't remember where it's at now, but it says, if I fits, I sits. And it's got a cat in a box, and it's a black cat. It reminds me so much of Stardust. But that's what this was in reference to. It's called A Daily Dose of Cute with Stardust. I've really got to start doing those again. And then the last one that I have on here is from Lazy Retired Granny. And she's talking about the PR package that I unboxed last night. And I got this beautiful owl clock. Absolutely loved working on it. I went ahead and did it, put it together, showed the completion in that video. So if you want to go see that, I love that clock. It reminds me of Hedwig from Harry Potter. Really, really love that. Okay, so right now that is all of the comments that I have as of right now. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back over there, and we will do more comments on the next video. Speaking of Stardust, she thinks anytime I'm sitting down, I have to give her all kinds of attention. She'll be hopping up in my lap here in a minute. Right now, she's just leaning on my leg, getting her pettings. But I am hoping to have this done by the end of the month. I know that I'm going really, really slow on it, but I've just had all the kids here and makes it kind of hard to do my whipping chats whenever I want to, and I've got so many other videos to record. Sit down, Stardust. She doesn't like sitting down. You can see her little head in the video a little bit. But I went to clean off whenever I'm not working on a canvas for a while, I will flip it over upside down, especially if it's over on my other table that I work on, because 90% of the time I'll walk in here and Stardust is laying on that table. So it took me 3 sheets off of my lint roller just to get all the black cat hair off of it. So I could record the unboxing video over there. And then I just finished with that. She gets in my lap and she's sitting in my lap and she kind of rubs along the edge of the canvas. And what do you think is there again? More black cat fur. So, you would think with summer almost being over that she wouldn't be shedding as much. But she sheds year-round. Okay. But, I had gotten that PR package from Outdoor Tide, and I absolutely loved that clock. Absolutely loved it. So if you like things like that, go check it out. It was a freestanding one. It wasn't a canvas that you put in a picture frame. It was actually one that stood up by itself, which made it 10 times better, in my opinion at least. So hopefully I can find another one of those, maybe not the owl, but find me some different ones. And I'm going to try to get some more of those clocks and stuff, because I really, really enjoyed doing that. And it took me about an hour and a half to complete the canvas, and then it took me another half hour to figure out how to put it together. But with as busy as I've been lately, this seems like this is going to take me a little bit to finish it. And I'm putting them on the wrong, I started to put that on the wrong symbol. I'm working on the aliens, which is color 3756. And I started to put it on the down arrow. But let's see. So some of my plans, oh, Beth, I am so sorry I didn't get around to doing that video this week, but I will definitely do it next week. I'll try to make that one of my first priorities for a video on my planner. I'll probably go ahead and just do the last few weeks of this month, and then I might go ahead and do the August one a few days before the end of the month and start trying to do one of those at least once a month for those of y'all who might like it. It's just how I do my daily planners. I do keep a weekly planner or a monthly one, whichever one seems more important at the moment, as well as my daily, but a lot of times I don't get to write in my daily ones as much as I would like to, because I keep my daily ones for is a lot of a memory making one for me. But I do keep a lot of other stuff in there too. Especially if I have a really, really busy day going on, like today. It's going to be really busy here in about 45 minutes. I've got to leave to take my son to work. He's going to be there early, because then I have to come back home, take my daughter to work, watch the kids, and I'll have the kids till 7, and then later on I'll have to go pick Joshua back up from work. So, and then I'll have to figure out something for dinner tonight, which I might just go ahead and feed the kids before Courtney gets home, because she's not going to be home till after 7. I've got it set to DoorDash tonight as well from 5 to 10. Hopefully I can maybe get Joshua to watch the kids for a couple hours so I can go to town and actually try to make a little bit of money on it. I do some of the DoorDashing from the house, but since we live right on the outskirts of town, I basically only get, whenever I'm doing it from the house, only get the ones that people aren't wanting at all. Like the other day, and I took one Pizza Hut order, though it only paid $2. And I thought maybe it was through Pizza Hut and they would tip once I delivered the order, but they didn't. So, me accepting the $2 ones, which is just what DoorDash pays, and no tip, I probably won't do that, because it's not even worth the money to go and wait on the order, especially at Pizza Hut, because a lot of times you're waiting 10-15 minutes on the order there, and then taking it wherever you need to go. And what I look at is $1 a mile, which isn't that bad in the long run, because basically whenever I do that, I'm actually only getting 50 cents a mile, because you got to count the going there and coming back. So, and I'm still getting used to the electric car and how much I'm going to have to charge and all that. It is a lot cheaper to charge it than it is to pay for gas, but that all depends on whether I'm getting the amount of miles I am supposed to on it, and I haven't quite figured that out yet. So we will see whenever it goes from there. Did I get all of those? I think I did. So even though I've already done these, I've missed quite a few of them. Let me put this back. I'm going to do the down arrow. Okay, sorry about that. My son just came in here wanting to know what time we were leaving whenever I go to take him to work. He has to get there a little bit early because he kind of wants to avoid having all the kids in the car. And my daughter has to be at work at the same time he does in a different town. So, lots of driving today. They were actually being pretty good yesterday. I didn't have any troubles out of them. I'm gonna get my phone here. I'm gonna try to take this picture and I'll try to put it up on the screen. But take this little picture and I'll show it to you real quick. And if this doesn't work, then I will put it up on the screen. But yesterday, while I was working on my owl, Remy came over here and decided that she was going to make the gnomes a little more comfortable and give them a little play area, basically. So she put this coin here. I'm not even sure what this one is. I think it might be a Canadian coin. And then my little gnome salt and pepper shakers that my daughter gave me, and then some of her little blocks that aren't actually supposed to be in my crafter. But I thought that was so cute the way she did that here. Man, she was really good yesterday. They all were, except Axel scared the crap out of me. Okay, so I am going to pick up Josh from work. And since I have all the kids, I had to take all the kids with me. None of them are old enough to leave by themselves at the house. So anyway, we were driving along and all of a sudden Axel starts screaming and crying. And I'm like, what happened? And after a second or two, Aiden answered me and said he bit his tongue. So he was okay, but just how loud he was about it, it scared the crap out of me while I was driving, because at that point I couldn't quite pull over. But he was okay. Did I get... You know what? I said that I was going to do the down arrows, and I ended up grabbing the X and doing all of those. But at least I put them on the right one. But, now I think I'll do the down arrows. Which one is that? 33. Where's it at? Way over here. I've got too much stuff in front of my little tower thing right here. I've got to get it cleaned back up. I've got to get my craft room cleaned back up. It's driving me crazy right now. Sorry, I hit the camera. But I really have to clean up my craft room. Right now, I am listening to the book. What is it? Hold on, let me see if I can find it on here. It's on Audible, and I chose it because I believe I saw it on Beth's channel. And it was free with my Audible membership. Nope, not that one. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I decided that I was going to read this book because it was on there once. It was part of the Plus program to where you could actually get it you could listen to it for free, but the following ones, you have to use one of your credits to get each of those. So that happens to be the one that I'm listening to right now. And then I've got a whole bunch of different series that I want to finish listening to and listening to again. And I started one by Yasmin Galnorm. And I'm going to have to listen to it again because whenever I was listening to it, I was at work. And I missed quite a bit of it, so I'm going to re-listen to it. But the one that I have listened to is called Starlight Web, and it's by Yasmin Galnorm. It's the first book in the Moonshadow Bay series. And with that one, it's so neat, and I think that's the one. I'll double check. But one of the main characters in that book is named January. So every time I'm listening to that one, I'm thinking about January. Of course, the attitudes and stuff is not the same. Love our January that we have in our little circle of friends. But every time I listen to that book, that was the first thing that came to mind. Even though I couldn't really keep up with the storyline because I really should, whenever I'm listening to my books, wait until the last part of the night, whenever I know that we're not going to get real busy, so I can pay more attention to them. But I have to have something to listen to while I'm at work, whether it be a YouTube video or a book or just anything like that. I cannot stand the quiet. And Josh is normally listening to the news and stuff like that on his computer, and I really don't like listening to the news. I don't like hearing all the negativity that's going on, so I may sit down and watch it here and there, but for the most part, I just kind of tune a lot of that out. I probably should pay attention to it, but I figure if there is something really important, Josh will tell me. But it's just not something that I enjoy watching. Okay, let's see. I think I got all of the down arrows, which was 3325. Okay, and then I think the next one that I'm going to do is the greater than sign. So I got to figure out which one that is. number 40, which is right here. So we've got quite a few of these. Right now, I am on the bottom of the painting. I've still got the top part to go. And I am only halfway through this painting. This is the first part on the second half of it that I'm doing, but I'm getting there. Hopefully I'll have it done by the end of the month. I was listening to Beth's Whip and Chat number 5, and I think I started to listen to number 6 as well about her, but I don't think I got all the way through the 6th Whip and Chat yet. I will, though. I'm so far behind on listening to all my videos and commenting and answering all of my comments. But I'm definitely going to do that. Yesterday was just such a busy day. This week has been a busy week because of normally Joshua, which is my son. If I say Joshua, 95% of the time I'm talking about my son. If I say Josh, I'm talking about my husband. I know, a little bit confusing. But he actually worked 3 days this week instead of 1, and he was talking to one of his friends at work, and one of the managers walked in there, and his friend said, he would like to have more hours than 1 day a week. Well, apparently, somehow she was under the impression that he could only work on Fridays. So, no, can work anytime Tuesday through Friday. And the only reason that is because whenever I go to work on the weekends, I have to drive in the complete opposite direction. So I'm not able to take him. And I am trying to get him to study for his driver's test so we can start getting that going pretty soon. He just hasn't done it. I'm sure he'll do fine on it. But he's got to study for it so he can actually get his license. And maybe that'll save me a little bit of time. Especially whenever I have all the kids. So, what time is it? 8:34, and we've been on here for about 33 minutes. This is probably going to be one of my shorter ones because I'll probably go ahead and go to about 45 minutes. Just because I've got to go and get ready. I'm still in my pajamas. And I've got to go get dressed so I can take him to work. If I have time, I want to stop by the Walmart up there to see if they have those diamond paintings, which they haven't had them in Clarksville yet. So I'm going to check up there and see if they have them at the Walmart up there. But more than likely they won't, because that's a very, very small super center up there. In fact, it's one of the smallest ones in Arkansas, I believe. So, not sure that they will have it. They don't really have a whole lot there. What else is going on today? Of course, I'll have the kids. I've already told you that. I know I've probably told you that like 10 times. Bullet here lately, he's not used to being by himself at the house very often at all. So it seems like every time I come home and he's been here by himself, I'll walk in the door and he has one of his stuffies in his mouth, just playing with it, which he's only got 2 or 3 of them because he used to have a lot more. I every time Sonic would have the little stuffed tots, I would normally go in their kids' meals. I would normally go and buy a bunch of them. That's what I would have for my lunch and stuff, was the Sonic kids' meals, just so I could get him the little stuffy toys because they were just the right size for him to carry around, and they did not have the little squeak toy in them, which drives Josh crazy. So I have to find toys for him that don't have the little squeakers in them. And then I haven't seen them have those at Sonic in a long time, but they used to have these little stuffed tots. And he had like 20 of them. Well, eventually through the years, he's taken them outside and they've got all yucky and had to go in the trash. But now he's got, I think I found a couple of Minions. Look, the size of those little tots at the Dollar Tree last year. And I got him 2 of them. He's got one of those left. And what am I doing? Crap. That does not go there. See, I'm talking, and then I go and put 2 of those on the wrong one. I guess, Granny, I am part of your snafu club too. Trying to get those off. Hopefully I didn't do more than those 2. I don't think I did. But sitting here doing the greater than sign and just all of a sudden start putting them on the plus signs. Got one more over there, and then we'll see if we missed any. I probably did, even after I look. Okay, that looks all good right there. But yeah, I'm gonna finish listening to the book that I'm listening to, and then I'm gonna go back and re-listen to Starlight Web. Try to understand it a little bit better. I may have to go back through the Otherworld series because it's been a long time since I've listened to all of those, because this particular series seems to be based in the same world as the Otherworld series, so might have to go back and listen to all of those again. But Beth, if you have any suggestions on some that are on Kindle Unlimited or something like that, please let me know. I'll be glad to read a book with you. Right now, I don't have a lot of spare money to buy a bunch of books, but I do have Kindle Unlimited, and I have my Audible membership, which I was able to get 3 months of my Audible membership for 99 cents. But I have had Audible before. So I got 3 months for 99 cents. And then after that, I will probably end up canceling that part for a little bit and waiting and seeing if they put out another special, because I'm trying to get some stuff paid off before too long. I'm hoping just a few more months. I keep telling myself that, and then I end up having to spend money that I don't have for something else. Like, we were not expecting to have to buy that charger for my car. We were hoping that we could just buy a plug and switch that out, which turns out we could have. But since that guy didn't show up 2 weeks in a row on the second delivery to explain more about my car, it didn't happen. 47. I'm looking for the plus sign, and I was looking in the wrong set of drills. So, and trying to keep my car charged was beginning to be a hassle without having a way to charge it fully here at the house. So we went ahead and got the charger for the house, which is great. I love it. I love having it here. Very easy to use it. Absolutely love having it. Don't regret buying it, but I could have went a much cheaper route for a temporary solution. But that's okay. Got everything settled now. The guy did show up this Wednesday when he was supposed to, but that was only after after he didn't show up the second time, I talked to the manager of the dealership. And I was very, very unhappy because they didn't show up. I'm not going to give names of the dealership. And the reason is because everybody does make mistakes. And as aggravated as I was with that, I probably would have said some things that probably shouldn't have. And I'm sure if it was a regular car and not the electric car, I wouldn't have got as frustrated. And apparently my car was the first electric car that they had sold. So they did not know that they actually had to train somebody at their dealership to do the second deliveries. So I am going to give them benefit of the doubt, and we'll go from there. But you know what is really, really funny? Josh got an email the other day for $5 off an oil change on our new Aria. It's fully electric. It does not have oil. There is no oil changes. So I would say they're pretty new and not filtering out their emails to who gets what coupons and stuff, but thought that was kind of funny. We are doing the U-turn, which is $37.55. How long do I have? Oh, we're at 45 minutes already. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish working on these really, really quick. I'm going to do my closing while I'm working on these. I would be so happy if y'all would comment below. Let me know what you think about the email. If you liked it, be sure to give me that thumbs up. Do all the YouTube things. And feel free to send me emails to show on my channel. Just in the email, if you want to send pictures and stuff, be sure to put in there that I am allowed to show those pictures on my channel, and I will. If I don't see that, then I'll have to get your permission before I do so. Don't want to show anything of anybody's that they don't want me showing. But anyway, everyone, take care. What is it with this pen? I think it's just this pen that I'm having this trouble with. Is there there's wax in here is what's wrong. Okay, I must have been using my other type of wax on this pen, because it's that harder wax in here, and I noticed every time I put wax in this single placer, it was coming out on all my drills, even whenever I was doing the owl yesterday, so I quit using it. See if that works better. And then I started putting these down with the single placer, and it was doing the same thing. Okay, hopefully that's a good sign. It didn't come out on that drill. Anyway, everyone take care. Hope to see y'all soon. I will be going live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Time. I'm starting to lose my voice. Haven't taken my allergy pill this morning yet. But anyway, hope to see everyone there. Everyone take care. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.